Hey friends, it's Kate from Kate's Crafting Corner. It is Veterans Weekend here. So thank you for all of our veterans. Thank you for the sacrifices that you've made. Thank you for letting us have a 3-day weekend because goodness knows, so many of us need it. So for this 3-day weekend, what my plans are, my husband's talking about going into work to do some catch up like every day, which I'm fine with. That gives me some time. He says it'll be 3 hours a day. I'm betting it will be more than that. But so that will give me some time to get some things done at home for crafting wise, present wise, and all that. So my plan is a three-step rotation. Okay. So my husband's birthday is on the 19th of this month. So that's just like basically 10 days away. I have this Karen's anniversary cake that I intend to turn into a blanket for him. The man is constantly complaining that he's cold. Constantly. So my thought is I can make him a blanket, and because this is bulky, is it bulky or super bulky? I don't know. Where's the words? No words. Oh boy. Ocean. Super bulky. It is super bulky. It's a number 6 super bulky. That this should crochet up pretty quickly. So I went through a bunch of patterns on Ravelry to see what I wanted to do. Like what, because at first I was like just a plain granny stripe. But I came across this one person who was doing a pattern they made up on their own that alternated between half double crochets and single crochets. This is the pattern, like that's the stitch repeat that I do when I make the washcloths I make. So, that's what I'm going to do. They told me they cast on, I think, 71 stitches or chains. So I'm going to do about that much. See how wide that is, because I don't want it to be too narrow, but I don't want it to be too wide because then it won't be long enough, because I only have one ball. I had gone to the store like seriously 2 days after getting this one to get one more, and they were sold out everywhere, sold out online, sold out in all of the locations in our area. And so I was like, well, I only have this much to work with. 2 would have been better, but it is what it is. And so rotation 1 will be to work on this. I should also explain how the rotations are working. I have a bunch of podcasts and political shows and true crime shows that I want to catch up with on YouTube. Most particularly the Bakery Bears. I haven't even watched like one of the Castle Nation ones, so I am all the way back in like I think February. And so I want to catch up before we get time for their advent calendar. So each episode is just under 2 hours. So I was thinking how I'd work my rotations would be 1 episode per thing, and then like 30 minutes of a household task in between each episode. So work on this for the length of an episode, and then go like do a load of laundry, and then do the next task on my rotation, then go do the dishes or something. Like 30 minutes of cleaning, 30 minutes of folding clothes and putting them away, or things like that. I think that will be a good way to kind of get a balance between what needs to get done and what I need for my mental health, because I'm not doing well, to be honest. The kids they've taken it out of me. So, yeah, I'm not going to get into that again because I already talked about it on the last thing I filmed, but yeah, the kids have taken it out of me. So I only want to work on this though when my husband is not here. So I might have to do like makeup sessions where when he's gone, I do 2 of them in a row to make up for skipping 1. So that is what this is. And once this is done, I will either just do the 2 rotations or I will stick something else as the third. Because I'm optimistic I can get a lot more done than I probably realistically can. But that is a big task. I am, however, going to be using a 8mm crochet hook. So look at that big boy. Hopefully it really will just crochet up super quickly. But that remains to be seen. The next thing on my list is I realize I have not done any of 3 months to the finish line, which we are now 2 months to the finish line. And since my finish line is actually Christmas, it's a month and a half to the finish line. So I have my 6 here. Oh, focus. I had to rewrite it because even though yesterday I saw the paper that I had written the numbering down on, today when I was going to film this, I could not find it. So, again, my family's Christmas presents are socks, or that's their night before Christmas present. Anyways, so, I put the 6 that I'll roll the dice for, and when they get completed, then one of the remaining 4 will get slotted into their place. Okay? So, I want to do the first, like, draw for everything before my husband gets home, so I'm just going to do it right now. Because if we watch something together, or whatever, then I don't want to have to kind of stop and draw with you guys or whatever. Okay, so, here's a dice roller. Let's not watch ourselves do this. Okay, number 3, that's my socks. So, I have to cast on, because I have not casted them on. So, casting them on, maybe getting the cuff finished, that will be my task for this rotation. Then I have my box of random in here. I have family socks also in here. I have the bags I need to make. I have Christmas presents written down. I have journals, like my planner to do. I also have the stuff that I need to do for the kids at school. So I have a list of octopuses I need to make because these kids help me stuff them in a fury, and I promised them 1 octopus each if they help me do it, because I was like frantic. Okay, I barely managed. Like, I was sewing up the bottoms of these octopuses as the class I was gifting them to was coming into the library. Okay, that's how desperate I was. So I have a list I need to work through. I also have the axolotls I need for my Safe Campus Ambassador kids, and I've not done any of them. So I've got those, and I've got my this, and all of those are in here. So if I manage to finish the blanket, I might slot those projects into that 3rd spot. We will see. So, okay. Let's draw this. My husband is going to stop and get a like take and bake pizza because that's what I said I wanted. And so he's not going to be gone for 2 hours worth, but I would at least like to cast this on and maybe do a row just to get it started before he gets here. So that's my hope with that. But I will then come back and do it as a full rotation. He's very tired, so I'm also very tired, but I'm hoping to stay up a little bit later than him just to get some things done. Okay. So the first one is axolotl. This is not one I'm going to be able to do, at least for the first one, while watching a podcast, because words have never made one before, so I need to watch the video tutorial as I do it. And so because of that, I will listen to a book. I'll see about how long it takes me, and if it takes less than an hour, I'll make a second one. If it takes more than an hour, I will call that it for my first rotation. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 axolotls for the kids and then one for me. I might do mine first just because if I mess it up, I'd rather mess up my own than mess up one of the kids. So, what I usually do is I go through and I watch the video and I write down the instructions as I'm watching it. And then, that's kind of how I do those kind of things. Okay, so that's all I'm going to say for right now. I will come back and update you when we finish the first rotation. So have a great, awesome rest of your day. And I hope you had a fantastic Veterans Day holiday. So bye. Hey friends, it is about 9 p.m. My husband is he returned the charger thing for the Kindle for me. So he's out doing that. And then he's going to stop by Winco. That's a local grocery store. Well, not local, it's a chain, but it's the one that's close by us. And get himself some sparkling apple cider. And then we're going to have Wingstop for dinner. And I think we're going to watch like a movie or some TV shows or something. So I wanted to do the next set of randomizations because I don't know, I won't have time to stop in between, and I still have one of the things to do, but I figured rather get ahead of it than not. So I made the first axolotl. And it's got little nubby feet and everything. Like, I'm really quite, like, it's not perfect. Not by any stretch of the imagination. It is, I don't think it's evenly spaced, the things. I mean, it's clearly a first attempt. I should go down a hook size because I can see the fluff, the stuffing. But it's for a kid. I do not think they will care or notice. Pretty sure they're just, because they've been asking, I'm pretty sure they'll just be happy to finally get it. Like, I think the head is a little more twisted than, whatever, we're not going to worry about that. 1 down, 5 to go. I also started the blanket. So this is how much I did. I think this is about an hour to an hour and a half of work yesterday. So still lots to be done. I think this is wide enough. And so this is about 3 inches. So in about an hour and a half, I managed to get 3 inches done. And I'm really hoping to get it to, well, I mean, I'm going to use all of it. I'm hoping that all of it will make about 48 inches. That's 4 feet. Just so that it's big enough for my husband. So that would be like 16 sessions of getting 3 inches done. So yeah, so I need to work more on that. I did not cast on the sock yet. That is the next thing I will be doing. But I just wanted to draw the next things so that we're ready to go. Also, really quick before we do that, I got the bullet journal in the mail today, and it is the most fantastic shade of green. I'm so super excited. And this one, it is the Leichtrum 1917, but it is their bullet journal edition. And I think they've done upgrades to that since I first got the bullet journal edition a few years ago, because they have this nice page. So I won't have to count anymore how many. I can just quickly reference it and know that there's 25 by 50, nope, sorry, 37. 25 by 37. And it's got like other kind of dividing ideas, all kinds of things. So I'm really super excited about that. And then it has a bunch of ideas about like what you could use your bullet journal for, and links to look into it and stuff like that. So I am very excited to start getting my bullet journal ready and to hopefully use the bullet journal again. I do know I ordered a journal online, not a bullet journal. The Tudor one, I thought that I had pre-ordered that, but even if I did, my plan was just to use it for crafts. So yeah, let's do the randomizing, find out what sock I'm going to work on second and what new random activity in here I will do. I did spend some time cleaning today, down in the kitchen, did a load of dishes, cleaned off some counters. We threw away some food that had gone off. So we got some work done. After this, I need to quickly go put a load of laundry on just so I can start that process going, but I won't fold it until tomorrow. Okay, that was yesterday's. Let's tab it. Number 5 would be my brother-in-law, Brandon. I haven't even rolled that into a ball yet, so we'll do that. And did I pick a pattern, or was I know I was contemplating just doing plain vanilla, but then the other day I saw a pattern that might like work for him. I don't know. I'll have to review that information and we'll find out together what I end up doing. So I'll chat with you all in a bit. I did ask my sister Johanna, that's her husband, and she says he doesn't have wide feet. So yay for that. That'll help a lot. So we'll see. And oh yeah, before I finish, let's draw in here. I'm mixing it up so that it's all completely random. Okay. Cross stitch! Yay! Let's see. What do I want to work on? Maybe the Nutcracker. Although I am behind on the Office Sal, but I'm thinking maybe the Nutcracker. It will be between those two, the Nutcracker or the Office Sal. So with that said, I'm going to go get things set up to be able to start doing those things. When my husband comes back, we have to order the Wingstop. I want to work on this a little bit while he's not here. So yeah, we're just going to have to see how much I can get done. Talk to y'all later. Bye. Hey friends. So, I've not done any crafting since the last update. It's probably been like 3, maybe 4 hours. And that is because I cannot, hey, Benjamin, I cannot find the yarn for my socks. Like, I dismantled that entire monstrosity back there looking for it. And then the monstrosity that's over there that you guys can't fully see, I also completely took apart and went through everything. So my final remaining hope is that it fell out of my bag at work and is below my table, my work table desk situation. It's like it's a ginormous counter that L shapes. Yeah. So it's like a desk counter table. So that is my hope. Here's Rosie. Rosie, did you take Mommy's yarn? Why no, Mom. I would never do that to you. Benjamin. You know the foam board that I have sometimes showed you? They have destroyed it. Luckily, it's like dollar store buy, so. But yeah, that is what he's currently digging at. Amy? Hi. There's Amy. Anyway, so I will be ignoring that roll for now, and I will make up for it when I hopefully relocate it. So I will be moving straight on to my brother-in-law's. On the other hand, some things that are nice is I reclaimed this bag. I had my yarn in here for the socks that I was going to make from the Bakery Bears. Now I'm thinking, hey, Benjamin, good grief. Now what I'm thinking is using that for a 3-color shawl, because I saw a version of that sock in white, gray, and like a goldish yellow that was gorgeous. And so that's now the color scheme I'd like to do instead of the red, the green, and the yellow. So then I could make like a Christmas shawl or something. Anyways, clearly I don't have time for that this year, but so I put that yarn to the side. And I also was able to reclaim like 3 or 4 pairs of knitting needles. So I'm hoping I won't have to order too many before December. So I need to really make some decisions regarding Advents, and then go through my knitting needles and find out what I need to order. So yeah. Anyways, my husband's just changing clothes, and then we're going to watch something while eating. Hello. So I will either work on my brother-in-law's socks, which I pulled out the yarn for that. And this is what it looks like. I'm probably just going to do a vanilla sock. I went through several patterns, and I think that's where I've just kind of landed. That the guys will have plain vanilla socks. Yeah, that's kind of where I've landed. Okay, I'll catch you guys up later. Bye. Hey friends, it's Monday. It is Veterans Day. Thank you to all the veterans out there for all of that you've done, the service you've provided for the country. So I look a wreck. I am aware I look a wreck. Okay, you guys. But I am doing some cleaning, and then I need to shower and do all that kind of stuff. But I don't want to shower until I'm done with the cleaning for the day, okay? So right now I have a load of laundry in. I need to reboot the dishwasher, but I need a break, okay? I need a break to just, like, you know, not go back to work stressed. Hang on, let me look at this, because my mind is just not focused. What size are you? I hate it when, okay, you're a US 6. I need 5. Okay, so I didn't film yesterday. I didn't do any randomizing, and that is because I just wanted to work on this guy. Look at him. Oh, he's looking so good. The Nutcracker. I'm apparently about 20% done with the cross stitching. So I was really enjoying working on that yesterday. And then I also did some cleaning yesterday. Did I scratch? Oh, I did scratch myself. Oh. Okay. Anyways, so today I have some things I need to get done. My husband finally went to the office. He told me he was going to go in every day, but no, he only just went in today. So I need to work on his Afghan. But I think I'm going to take that to work and leave it there and work on it during, like, breaks. And sometimes I'm just not ready to come home at the end of my contract hours. And so sometimes I just, like, stay there a little bit past and do something. I mean, sometimes it's like play a game on my iPad or scroll Facebook. I mean, sometimes it is like putting books away and stuff, but yeah. So I'm going to take the Afghan there and really try to, I need to get it done. I've got, like, okay, today is, why aren't you showing the date? Oh gosh. Just the 11th. I have 8 days to finish this blanket, and he doesn't know I'm doing it. So I'm trying to actually be a secret this time. Okay, he knows I intended the yarn for a present for him, But he's probably forgotten that because I said that a while ago. And I'm very bad at broken promises with regards to craft stuff. So I want this to be a surprise. And he is like constantly stealing my throw blanket because he's cold and I'm hot, but I like to have the throw blanket because I do get so hot that it's like that's all I can handle. I can't handle being under the comforter because it's too hot for me, and he's like super cold. So I'm hoping that this will help him with being cold and be a nice surprise and thoughtful, and it looks nice. So all the things, and then just surprise him this time. So so I need to work on that a bit today. I also have my list of octopuses I need to do for the kids. I really need to work on that. And I need to at least cast on my brother-in-law's socks that we randomized for. So, oh, plus I still haven't looked at the school prompts. So I need to do a little bit of planning for that. And I did do the one axolotl, but I need to do the others. But since I'm not having that meeting where I'm going to give it to the kids on Tuesday, I'm going to have a little bit of time for that. So what I'm actually thinking for the remaining 5 I have to do, I'm just gonna lay out all of the yarns for all of them and literally do 1 round on each of them and go back and forth like that. So that way I don't have to rewatch the video every single time. Like, I'll just watch 1 row's worth and then quickly do it. And then, you know, yeah, that's my thought process. Yay. I don't know. I'm feeling a little loopy. I only slept about 5 hours last night, but I didn't want to sleep more because I was worried that I wouldn't be sleepy when it came time to actually needing to go to bed. So, yeah. Anyways. So I'm planning on working on my husband's Afghan while I edit the video I should have edited earlier this weekend. And we'll see how much I can get done on that, but that might be the only amount I really give to it today, just because there's other things I need to do. And so, yeah. I did go through some stash, and for the Bakery Bears Advent Calendar, they said you needed 2 fingering weight yarns. One needed to be a tonal or like solid, and the other one needed to be variegated or highly speckled. And so I went through my stash, my yarn stash, because I was like, you probably shouldn't buy more yarn, even though I want to, but you probably shouldn't. And so I went through the tub that my husband got for $1 a skein at an estate sale, and I found this beauty. That's pretty true to form, true to color. And so then I went through the yarns, and it looked, because this one is an 80-20, so I was looking in the 80-20 cubby, which is that one. Ignore the cleaning spray back there. And I found this skein from like 4 or 5 years ago. It's a Harry Potter. It was a Harry Potter. Actually, it was a Hermione's Club. And it was called Potions and Charms. And it is from Story Weaver Yarn. And she has recently started dyeing again, but I haven't bought anything yet. I want to. She had, did she have an advent calendar? I think she might have had an advent calendar, but I'd already bought several advent calendars at that point. So she had just started teaching, and then she got married, and that took a lot of her time, I think, according to Instagram. So now she's just gotten back into dyeing. But anyways, so these 2 together, I think, will be perfect. So, apparently, according to Kay Jones of the Bakery Bears, there's going to be 2 projects, and I think they're both using the same 2 skeins. So, I need to buy, like, 3 of the 4 required needles. I did not have those. So I put them in my Amazon shopping cart. And so then I was going through and trying to decide what projects I'm going to make this year for each of the Advents. I was like laying in bed and doing this because the sun was out and I should have been sleeping. It was like 6 a.m. But we all know I am not good at sleeping properly. So let's see. I'm just going to quickly go through these and tell you what I decided for, for each of my Advents. So I checked and I have 3 Advents. Maybe I have 4. I have 4. I do have 4. Oh my gosh. The patterns, do not have the patterns? Okay, well, the Jelly Roll blanket. This is actually what's the second thing I put needles in for. Because I need double points. And so I'm going to use this with any leftover bits of Advent yarns. This is going to be a scrappy Advent Jelly Roll blanket. Not you. Okay. The Harry Potter Advent calendar that I got from Bumblebee Acres. This is 10 gram minis in this one. I've decided I am going to do this pattern. It is called the Festive Cheers Cal by Hannah Notwell from Yarnia Designs. So this is a slip stitch that's in between each block of color. So you use a... Sorry. So you use a contrast, the same color for all of that. And it's 4 rows. And then it's, I don't remember how many rows of stockinette. But this is a paid for pattern. So I'm not going to give away the details. But there's 2 versions, a small and a large. The large uses 24 10 gram minis or 12 20 gram minis. And then the small version uses 12 10 gram minis or 6 20 gram minis. So I'm going to be doing the large with the 24 10 grams. And yeah, it's a pretty easy cowl. It's a mosaic, 4 rows of mosaic stitching in between each one, and then it is stockinette, right? Attach next mini skein. Okay, so 4 rounds in the contrast color, then 3 rounds in the mini skein color before doing 18 rounds of stockinette. So not bad. Not bad. It seems like a pretty easy, manageable pattern. So that's why I chose that one. Then I decided for the Nutcracker. No, actually, I'll do the Reindeer Games one. This is a 24 color one. I'm going to do the Fade into Advent throw also by Hannah Notwell from Yarnia Designs. Not a great picture, I know. But there's a couple rows of fading in between each color. The thing that I'll have to remember when doing this is it's written in UK terms, so I'll need to remember that a treble is actually a double, not a treble. So that's about it. But I thought this would make a nice, easy to do Christmas blanket. Assuming that the Reindeer Games are actually going to be Christmas colors. And I had thought about doing that one actually with the Waxing Moon Shawl, which is my third pattern that I'll be using. But then I decided I'd like this to be more than just Christmas. So I will be using the Nutcracker Advent Calendar for this one. So I do have one more Advent Calendar. No, actually, oh my gosh, I do have 2 more. So we're at 5 this year. Okay. I have a 12-day Hobbit one, and I am going to be doing those starting after Christmas. Like, the first day of Christmas will be the first one to follow the 12 days of Christmas. If you are biblical or whatever, it's supposed to be, the 12th night is supposed to be when the wise men actually arrived. So you've got the birth of Christ, which I know wasn't actually in December, so don't come at me in the comments about that. And it probably was more than 12 days before the wise men arrived, but ignoring that. The first day of Christmas and then the following 12. And in our family, we always celebrated 12th night. My parents usually gave us like a CD or a book, possibly like a Bible study book. So we always got one final Christmas present on the 12th night, and then we always had homemade chicken enchiladas. And I think like cherry cheesecake usually. It's been a while since we've all been together for 12th night, but it was just always a big part of my growing up. And so I like that there's an Advent, but I haven't picked a pattern for that, and I'm not going to worry about that until possibly even into December. I haven't made a decision, and I don't know yet. And I don't want to worry about it. Excuse me. So, yeah, and then the one other Advent calendar I have is from Dragon Horde Yarns. It is Harry Potter number 7, part 2. Okay, so last year was part 1, and this year is part 2. And I haven't used any of those mini skeins yet, but I will be doing I think a crocheted hexagon Granny's flower blanket. I do need to buy the contrast yarn. So I found like a cone online, but it's a yarn like I'm not familiar with. And I'm worried it's going to be scratchy, but maybe I just take a chance with it. It is like $20-something. And I wonder, actually, I think it comes from England. If I get it shipped to my sister and she brings it to me at Christmas time, I might be able to save on some shipping. I'll have to talk to her about that, and see if she can do it for me. So yes, so I'm not even going to crochet at all with that. I know I said I wouldn't be starting them or anything, but I might just need to cast on the first color. Okay, just like try to get that madness out. What day of the week is December 1st anyways? Moving things. So I'm going to check a couple more of those needle sizes that I need for those projects, and then I will, where's the calendar? Okay, there we are. And then I will look at this. I mean, it's perfect. December 1st is a Sunday. Okay, so we're starting off on a weekend. I could really possibly start all 3 of the projects, and then not worry about it after that. Oh, look at that. I think that was a dog, or I scratched myself. I don't know. Unfortunately, I think part of the problem with my diabetes is my scratches don't heal very quickly. Like, they stay for quite a while. And so I have some I'm still looking at, probably going to be a scar. It's been there for a couple months. So that's not great. I need to be better about managing my blood sugar levels, because I don't want to go back to the hospital. And I've been a little bit lax lately, so I need to get back to being controlled. Okay, so enough rambling for right now. I am going to pull out the Afghan and start working on that for my husband. And then after I'm done editing the video and getting it uploaded, I will switch to octopuses. My list of octopuses for the kids is right here. I think I counted 12. And that's not even allowing myself any extras for the prize bin. Those are just ones that are special requested by my library helpers. So they, I pay them 1 ticket for every 10 minutes they help in the library. So if they're there for 20 minutes, they get 2 tickets or whatever. So they save their tickets, my helpers, and they have the tickets to buy the octopuses. So there is that. So I'm going to go do that. And yeah, get videos edited. And also, probably put in the order for knitting needles, just so I can like feel myself feeling organized. And then during Thanksgiving break, I really want to sew a few project bags, just so that I have project bags for them. I have fabric, and it's ridiculous that I have not done this yet. So that is going to be part of my Thanksgiving break plans. And maybe I'll try to vlog Thanksgiving week. We'll see. We'll see. Anyways, I'll chat with y'all in a bit. Bye. Okay, friends, it's been mere minutes since I last finished filming, and already I've changed my mind. Oh, my bun is falling out. I didn't use a clip or anything. I just like twisted. Anyways, I've already changed my mind about Advents. Okay, so here's what I've changed my mind to. Reindeer games, I'm actually going to do in this vignette by Helen Stewart. There is a blanket and a shawl version, and a blanket and a wrap version. The blanket comes out to 52 by 52 inches. And I think with you can't really see the pattern. I'll try to pop in a colored picture. I think that if the Reindeer Games is tonal, like the, like the Christmas Carol one was last year, then I think it would be more suited to this pattern. So what I'm going to do for the Fade into Advent calendar, because I do really like this one, is I think I'm going to use my this is the what one was it? Anne of Green Gables from last year that I never used, from Little House, nope, not Little House Needleworks, wrong craft, Bluebird Yarns Advent Calendar. So I think that I'm just going to stick this pattern in there, and then in the new year, when I'm working on doing Advents next year as one of my main plans, I will work on this one. So that is my changed plan for now. So I still have one Advent from last year, the Winter Ideal, that I need to, possibly that one would be good with the, okay, here's my various thoughts. That one might also be good with this vignette one. And then, there's a pattern, from Emma Carter, Emma C. Makes, maybe, where she does like blocks surrounded on the edge, and it'll be like 9 tiny Battenberg squares surrounded by another color, so it's almost like a box of chocolates, and that could be also nice as a Christmas one. So we need to keep thinking. We need to keep thinking about what we are going to do. Because for that one, I will also need a significant amount of outside yarn. So I might write the dyer of the Advent yarn and say, and just ask if it's going to be tonals or speckles or a mix of both, because that would definitely change what Advent pattern I choose to work with. Because some things just don't look good in speckles or variegateds. So yeah, I might do that. I don't know. I need to settle on some decision making here though. So chat with y'all in a bit. Bye. Hey y'all, it is 20 to midnight. So I just want to wrap up this weekend vlog. Did not get very much done, to be honest. I did the bodies of 2 little octopuses, and for both of them, the person wanted the held together, 2 yarns held together. This is actually supposed to be a dark green and a light green, but I couldn't find light green, so I held it together with gray. So there's that one. And then this one is a blue and a purple held together. So that's those 2. And then I did work on my husband's blanket quite a bit. Okay. I put this little stitch marker on. Isn't it so cute? It's a little like Christmas mug. So I put it where I started. And I'm at, I think, about 8 inches. So I'm pretty happy with how it's looking. The skein honestly looks like it's all still there. Like, does not look any different. And then I've done 3 loads of laundry. So that part was productive. But yeah, now it's time to go to bed. And yeah, that's about it. Tomorrow is Tuesday, so rough day at work, but I had the last cross-stitching club, so after school I don't have to also host a club. I can just put away books. And so yeah. Oh yeah, I talked to the person about Forbidden Fiber Co. about the advent calendar, and she said it's not traditional Christmas colors despite what the logo looks like. And there is some of that, but think more blues and purples. And she also said it's a mix of tonals and some speckles. So I am now really thinking about doing the... That made so much sense, right? The wedges. The wedge one. The waxing moon, I guess is what it's called. And I might do... I don't know. I have a little bit more time to think. Right now, that's where I've landed. So we'll see. Anyways, I'm going to end this now. I'll talk to y'all later. Bye.